that is something quite beautiful. I think through human history, we survived things like saber-toothed tigers and cave bears, not because we outcompeted the person in the next cave, not because we acquired more resources than the person in the next cave, and not because we were all about me. Competition, materialism, and individualism. We survived those things because the person in the next cave loved us, and they would intervene if we were in danger. All humans all around planet Earth had earth-based worldviews, lived in villages, harvested food together, and shared the resources. That only started to change about 10,000 years ago. So we are hardwired to need, not just to want, but to need connection, belonging, love, community. And we often tell people competition, materialism, individualism. It has us at odds with our core needs as humans. And I think you'll find people of every persuasion who are getting a little frustrated with that message and finding it wanting. So we reforge community in many different ways. A sports team can be a community and a culture, because we need that as human beings. And so we're not always thoughtful about healthy community versus unhealthy community. Honestly, a gang is a community too, and a culture. Just might not be the healthiest one available for you to choose from. But people aren't evaluating all the options and choosing. They're kind of following their feelings, circumstances, and environment into something. But if we do zoom out and kind of get in that compass, and we do have the feelings and the thoughts and the beliefs, we can take action to build community that is healthy, or to rebuild, or revitalize. And I think in many ways, this is really what's at the core of the drive that a lot of Native folks have for language and culture revitalization and stuff like that.